I think there are a number of ways that music is incorporated in biofeedback that many people aren't aware of. And there are a number of ways that a practitioner can use music in a neurofeedback session. So when I'm doing neurofeedback, being a music therapist, the music part for me plays a large role. And again, as a music therapist, I try and maximize the use of music within the neurofeedback session to be able to bring about results more quickly than we might otherwise. During a neurofeedback session, I'm able to assign different musical tones and different musical scales to your physiological output. So in other words, if we're monitoring, say, theta activity, theta reduction, or elevation, we can put a tone on that, maybe a flute or a violin, that's going up or down relative to your theta going up or down. And then to make it more aesthetic and fun for, say in kids sessions, well, I can also put on background music that's in key with your brain playing the theta tones up and down. So your brain is in effect jamming with the background music. Sometimes we'll use classical music like Vivaldi or Mozart, or we could use more contemporary stuff like Usher or rap artists, or classic rock like the Talking Heads or Steely Dan. It adds a little bit of flair to the session. There are a couple of different ways that you can view music in relation to neurofeedback or a neurofeedback session. And one relates to music as physiological output of the brain or body, and the other relates to music as an input stimulus to the system. So again, music as output would be the assignment of musical tones to a physiological measure, such as muscle tension or theta brain waves, or maybe even heart rate. Music as input would be when, say, you're listening to a relaxing piece of music, or you're listening to an upbeat, rhythmic piece of music, and looking at the effect of what that does to the brain. That's taking the approach of music as an input stimulus and monitoring the brain output. Both of these approaches are used in neurofeedback, and both of these can have a profound effect on the mind and body. And I think everyone's experienced, or everyone's had experiences maybe with music where it puts you in another state or another frame of mind, or even changes your mood. That would be an example of music as input. But one of the advantages that we have with new software is that we can combine both having music as an input stimulus and using the musical output from the brain or body to help facilitate a therapeutic kind of state, or to just facilitate training in the desired direction that we're aiming for. It can be very individualized, and I really support an individualized program of neurofeedback where you can customize the screens, you can customize the music to the client, music that they like, you can customize the video graphics that you use. I use Star Wars clips with some kids and basketball clips with some other kids. These are videos that roll or continue when the brain's in an optimal state, but they stop or slow down when the brain's not in an optimal functioning state. Well, one of the main advantages of being able to customize and use the client's music and the client's videos is that it becomes more engaging during the session. And if you need, say, 20 to 40 sessions of neurofeedback, that can be a long stint if you have a boring screen with a line going up and down and having to look at that every session. But if you're able to use your own videos and DVDs and music that you relate to, then the chances of you sticking with it and being able to get something out of the session increase dramatically.